Here at the South Point Bowling Plaza for the title matches of today's JBT event. Well, we just watched Cleveland and Golden State Part 4. Here comes Harley and Solomon Part 3. As for the third time in 7 days, they'll play each other for a scratch division title. Last week, Harley swept the weekend in California by beating Solomon twice. Harley today has had quite a road to get back to this title match to play top seed Solomon for the title today. They both spared in the first. Harley puts 10 back there in the second, so Solomon can tie it up. If he can find himself a strike in his second frame. Which he does, and they are. Handicap division, Aislinn Lubag looking to win her third career JBT title before the ripe old age of 10. She is 9 and has already won twice. Playing Liana Orlando, who, just like Harley, has also won 3 consecutive matches to get here. Liana's got a win by 37 pins to tie in this match against top seed Lubag, who has been impressive yet again today.
It's the right day to start bowling really well. Why can't I do this all the
You should see a lot of strikes. It was not a high-scoring day, except for the people at the top. Really a cream rise in the top type of lane condition day, as the cut was 50 down, but the lead was 170 up. So those who had it were able to score on this sunset strip pattern. And a lot of people were going fishing all day long. Harley can tie it up here with a double in the third, using his trusty burgundy. And that time doesn't get them all to mix up, so he'll fall behind early. Solomon twice could have won last week to become the 42nd bowler in JBT history to win 10 or more titles. Harley would have none of that, and instead became the winningest lefty of all time, passing DJ Baker with his 36th career win. All this just a few days ago, and boy, takes the circle route at that 10 pin. You've got to be careful in Sunset Strip. It is a pattern in strips. Every 5 boards, the length increases or decreases, depending on which way you go. So your adjustments tend to be large rather than simple one-on-ones. He was fishing earlier between the burgundy on the strike ball and this, I believe, more aggressive ball that he's got in his hands right now, while Solomon doing his trusty urethane. I haven't seen the T-zone as much anymore. I'll have to ask him about that a little later. Oh, he pointed that ball just a little bit and paid the price for it. A little unfortunate to leave that 6-8 there. Liana has had to overcome a lot of handicap in this step ladder, and she's done so. She beat Zach Grime in that match where she was actually getting the pins, and then overcame 33 pins to beat Hillary Hampton in round 2. As Harley mix up that 6-8. How do you win 36 titles? Make spares like that. Outstanding job from Harley. And then Liana had to beat Noelle by 60 and beat her by well more than that. Noelle Gregorich, that is, in the semifinals. See how Solomon reacts to that big mental boost from Harley, even though he's trailing. Anytime you make a big split, it really can pick up your opponent, and it reacts with a balk. Win or lose, Liana still has one more game of bowling to do. She'll take on Samantha Conti for the girls' title, so that'll be her 13th game of bowling that counts today, let alone practice time and everything else. Max, you can usually bowl as 12, but she gets the bonus game, and Lubag gets that spare for her 3rd mark in 4 frames. Smiley emoticon for Aislinn on that one, of her multi-emoticonal shirt. I don't care if Solomon struck, I'm just happy he actually released the ball. Yes, we're aware. His balk counter is now, let me get out Solomon. You want to get in the way of Aislinn's shot here. Wow, that was a pretty good shot before 10 on. There's a Solomon's balk counter right there. That was the U17 match. So we got to put A couple up there. Yep, there we go. Take care of that. This is the form that is back-to-back defending junior gold national champions. That very upright posture, deep breath, and just gets crouchier and crouchier, and then just lets it rip. And gets the light hit to tick for a 4-bagger and an early lead. Maceland misses that. She's got 71 through 5. Orlando is clean, including a split conversion of her own in the third. It's been bowling for a long time with us, has some girls' titles, but does not have a main title. She would love to win all 4 matches here and break through and become a JBT champ. Well, that's what he meant to do last time. Oh, nice shot from Leanna, leaves at 5. Harley should have been out of this tournament about 4 hours ago. He was minus 98 after 4 and just had no look whatsoever. And somehow came up with a 268 game. Look at this. And blast 268 to just sneak into the cut. Then then a meh to be nowhere near top 5, and then kablamo 279 to jump into the 4 seed. That's exactly right. And has ran the ladder from there. And not just any step ladder either. Let's see if he moves off the 6-8. Just pure. Another way to say it. So he gets through the rough spot with that split conversion clean and now catches the double to be right back in this match. That's the positive way to look at it. The negative way is the way these guys are striking. Harley could have been eliminated 2 frames ago. Solomon could just as easily sheet as anything else. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. I think I missed 1 or 2. The crowd's letting me know. I'm going to add a few on there. But when he stops, it's the right thing by doing so, is what I mean, because he almost always comes back and throws a great shot after that. And can't throw the ball any more flush in the 1-2 pocket than that. Lubag doesn't get to Brooklyn to go. Win earlier this season, a win the year before. Brother Yairi doing well too. Any age, any average. If your age is into single digits, come on out and bowl and meet friends and make memories. Real good form, hard and straight, right at that 10 pin. Nicely done. Somebody's teaching this young lady well. Solomon's been teaching the whole country how to bowl. And go. Pretty good shot from Maceland. Gets the 9 count off the spare. Invitational time tomorrow. $1,000 for first place. Oh, and what a late trip of that 6 pin. I didn't think anything was anywhere near that pin, and something hit that 6 right by the base, and it was enough to trip it over. I didn't see any pin on the deck. No. I'm saying I didn't even see any pin on the deck to trip that 6. That was weird. Was there something rolling around? Evidently there was something. Big trip for 6 in a row.
No, it's I called it. Oh, you're keeping tally?
On camera. Harley stays alive, but getting 3 in a row right there. So not only has Harley won 3 matches, but listen to the people he's beat to win these 3 matches. Got by Zach Long, who's been hot lately, in round 1. Grudge match from Wildfire from there, said Harley. Then 228 to 223 over Sorel Cardenas. And then just a thriller, 247 to 246. Harley went strike 9 spare for the 1-pin win against none other than Cortez King. So an elite field in the top 5 today, for darn sure. But if he's got another Houdini act in him, he must keep striking. And he does. He's a bad case of pneumonia. You can't shake him. He just sticks around and sticks around and sticks around. There's a strike from Leanna.
That's what we needed.
First of the match, but more importantly, all the frames before that were spares. She stayed clean, and that's going to help her have a chance to win this match. She leads by 17 now. And again, remember, she's got a win by 38 and a terrible high five attempt to the right. Make it 7 in a row for Solomon. Boy, he was up so fast. There was no balk. I wasn't ready to even talk about him yet. Well, we got an Eastland dance. You never know when one of them is going to appear and they just start going.
Yeah, right?
Oh, did Jack inspire that dance? Did you have something to do with that?
No.
No?
It's all over the place.
Gotcha. Right on that 4-pin. Calm beyond her years, isn't she? Just goes up there and does her thing. Solomon every chance to win a 3rd consecutive U15 this year, and then the year after that, hey, there's a U17 division next year, so you can just win gold forever and ever. Make it 8 in a row. As a look out. U17 did not go so well for him today as TJ Rock beat him with 217 to 215. I don't know what the heck's going on over there now.
Why are you looking at me, Jack?
Not a thing.
You started it.
Look at this nervous 9-year-old up there. She's just dancing around. Harley's got an outside chance to, well, no. I really tried to. Oh, that's going to do it. Another beautiful shot from Aislinn right at that 6-pin. That is her 4th consecutive 9 spare, so it's only 1 strike between the 2 girls in this title match, and both of them shooting spares great, but when Leanna's got to make up 38 pins, that becomes very hard to do when your opponent is sparing. Harley's going to shoot a very respectable game no matter what. It's hard to beat a bowler of Solomon's caliber 3 times in a row in a step ladder. The emergency room is calling. The patient is
finally gonna
go out there a little bit. Look at this. Oh, not able to make the baby split, and that's going to unfortunately just about wrap it up for Leanna, but it's going to be her career high finish. She still has a chance to win girls scratch. Not so bad at all. She has 2 now, so it'll be an important game for her coming up, as you got to win 3 of these girls scratch matches to get into the girls TPC. Where the biggest girls money is, so she'll have to refocus, and I want to win the main thing with a lot on the line for her coming up next game as well. You see a game respects game over there. Ah, there's a shot. A couple more of those would have been a different result. It was a fine 227 effort for Harley. Could lose by 63. And an excellent 183 for Leanna as well. Puts her at 207. 138, 199 Aislinn stands at right now, so she basically needs to keep it on the lane, which she does. Will Solomon shoot 290 is the last question. He will not. He does not care, I guarantee you. 154, Aislinn's got the pin she needs to win title number 3. And can she make the double wood too? No, cannot, does not matter. Just one pair. Yep, this is the girls' match because she was the other girl in it and she climbed the whole ladder. So now we got one more game left on 49.50. Yep, okay. Solomon won main event back here in December and he stops the Harley Express finally. Not in my house! To join his 10th title.
How's that going again?
I only do that once. Great stuff between really talented bowlers. First things first, here we got our girls scratch title match still to come. Leanna, you can go over to 49 and 50. Sam and Leanna, 2 balls on each lane while I'm talking on 49 and 50. Wow, excellent title matches before 4 really talented bowlers there. In the handicap division, your runner-up today, it's her career high finish in the main tournament, Leanna Orlando. And your stretch division runner-up was brilliant getting up to that title match. Give him a nice hand as well, Harley Swigert.
Who won the girls' title?
You're playing for the girls' title.
That one.
Did she just lose her mind right in front of my face?
Pretty much, yes.
In the handicap division, she is calm before her years, and boy, can she bowl too. This is her 3rd career JBT title already. Aislinn Lubag. The giant smiley emoticons or emojis are in full force. Very nice young lady. You're 9 years old, aren't you? 3 titles before she's 10 years old. How about that? And speaking of landmark titles, a gentleman who won the scratch division becomes the 42nd bowler in JBT history to win 10 or more titles with that 10th career JBT title, Solomon Salama. And he is just getting started as well, so 2 champs that could pile up an awful lot of wins in the next decade or so. Stick around and cheer our girls on. This is an important match because girls have to win 3 of these title matches to get into the